So, at last you acquire the power of fire. Who's... No way! Granberia? Have you finally come to get revenge on us? I've appeared before you a number of times before now, but this is the first time I've tracked you down to end your lives. That's a lot of pressure. You honestly telling us that you weren't being serious before? Let's fight, Hero Luca! I will have your life as my lord commands! Don't force yourself, Granberia. I'm not blind to your hesitation. Will you offer your sword to me, or does it still belong to whomever sits on the throne? Ask yourself which is of greater benefit to this world. My sword does not waver. How Feast the 15th's actions are absolutely incomprehensible. She's not just disturbing the peace. It's like she's trying to cause destruction for its own sake. How Feast the 16th. Please let me in on the plan. What in the world is your mother? Oh, fine, no. Figuring that out is why I'm on this adventure in the first place. Both Elma and Tamamo are walking their own paths. Even Arabetty appears likely to abandon my mother soon. So how about you, Granberia? Will you continue to wield your sword for someone you don't believe in? I shall withdraw for now. It would be an insult to my blade to do battle harboring indecision. Granberia, will you come with us? Nay. Turning my blade on my master after accepting her orders is out of the question. I need to do some soul searching and decide whom my sword belongs to. I swear, she's such an awkward child. No matter how strong she gets, she remains a whelp. She'll come around before long. She'll realize we aren't her enemies. So, you're fighting to stop the destruction of the world? It sounds like you could use all the help you can get. That means you're going to join the party? I hate the heat. Stay away from me. Let's get fired up together! Without further ado, I'll lend you my strength. Let's overcome this together. Alright, join the singing suit. Nina, it's your time to go. Salamander has joined the party. Spirit of Fire. That's all four of the spirits now. I can finally check that one off the message from my father. Your father said this was all part of following history. So what are the correct histories Luca do next? You would have headed to the Monster Lord's castle, right? Well, we don't actually know if the Monster Lord declared war on the world in the correct history. Based on the current state of the world, we'll surely end up journeying to the Monster Lord's castle, but before that, there are some important things we need to do in the Gold region. Further west from Lane's village, there's a Taurus rift in the desert we should investigate. We have to cross the Nightmare Waste to get to the desert on the western edge of the region. Apparently that's been the greatest obstacle to investigating the rift there. Nevertheless, we have to go there. Let's get moving! To Taurus! At last, we're going into the rift that opened in the desert of Western Gold. What could possibly be waiting for us inside? Alright, looks like we're good to go. The Grand Gold Volcano is brimming with the power of fire. Could someone escort me there so I can obtain more power? I'm currently researching the power of the spirits. Could someone take me to the Grand Gold Volcano? This is the spot where the flame spirit's power gathers. I can feel the natural heat energy. In other words, it's hot. We get to do that again! Woohoo! This is gonna be fun! After this final experiment, I can't guarantee my body will escape unscathed. If worse comes to worse, I might be consumed entirely. Whoa! I thought you were just performing some measurements! You've really been performing that dangerous of an experiment all this time? Elemental assimilation was always the ultimate goal of this experiment. I've already taken all the necessary steps using the measurements analyzed so far. Yet there's no point stopping you now. Just stand back and hope it works. Before I start, there's something I want you to have. This is the result of Lily's research, which I have been keeping secret. Lily's research obtained. With this in your possession, anyone with a human body can change their race to Worm Summoner at Ilia's Temple. Understood. We'll keep this safe. Race change that only humans can use? I'm not keen on the idea of being a Worm Summoner. How about you, Sonia? So many tentacles, huh? Seems kinda gross, but I might be interested in giving it a try. Okay, first I need to take some elemental fire measurements. What the hell is this feeling? My body is... What's got the fire lizard so hot and bothered? I've isolated the target. Now send out the interference pattern. This isn't... Strengthening interference waves. 2 times. 4 times. 8 times. Can't stop. So cute! Enjoying some post-coital bliss, I see. Lucia has learned Flame Pillar. I finished measuring the 4 elemental attributes. This isn't my end goal, though. Everything is ready to go, so let's let the experiment begin. And I researched rearranging magical composition of the human body. If I infuse the elements into the human body, then I'll draw the elements into my body. Yes, this is it! My research is complete. I still appear human. I have successfully attuned myself in nature. My body is now extremely similar to a fairy. In short, I've been reborn as a fairy while keeping my appearance. Lucia can now assume fairy-type races. That was amazing! He changed into a fairy? I can't believe that's even possible. I've been reborn. I hope to continue being useful to you. Glad to keep having you along. Gee, Papa. Did you say something? Nope, not a thing. Gah! Spiritualized Lucia. I can feel the flame energy. It scorched my whiskers. As I've become older, I've gotten good at attuning to nature. If I can take in this flame energy... He has learned Flame Pillar. Just like that. Alright, we can leave. Alright. And now that we have that... Promenstein, do you have anything to say? By the way, lately I've been working together with Lucia on a new project. Can we perhaps make it possible for others to become fairies also? Using my body, I managed to absorb the power of the elements and become a fairy. However, I want to make the same possible for other races as well. We discovered that mermaids in particular have a high affinity for the elements. If we could only find one who's deeply in touch with the power of nature... Indeed, perhaps one within whom the elements have already taken root. We'll be able to make rapid progress with our research on fairy transformation. Well then, I seem to remember I have something urgent to take care of, so... She's getting away! Grab her, Lucia! You want to escape from my tentacles? Cease this! Release me this instant! Become a sacrifice for the sake of science. Here we go, hold out your arm. Science demands more living sacrifices than even religion. Accept your fate as science's guinea pig. Cease! Promise I and Lucy inject Gigi with a strange extract. Chee-pa-pa! Success! We've done it! Gigi has become a fairy. With this, we now have the technology to transform any mermaid into a fairy. As would be expected, this requires level 10 in the mermaid race. Hey, what are you going to call this extract? Catfish extract, I suppose? Getting harder and harder to come up with names for these, isn't it? Now then, let's continue for our research. To help in any way I can, of course. The search for truth is without end, after all. Chee-pa-pa! Chee-pa-pa! Anything else? Yeah, Slime the Beast, a Mermaid the Fairy, but that's it. She's got us cornered! We gotta fight, Luca! I know. I won't back down, no matter how strong our opponent! Target, Dragonkin, Swordsman, commence battle. Alright. Same strategy as for fighting Salamander. Funny how Ilias has to fight Granberia, Alice does not. Although, that makes perfect sense. Ah, Luca's free to attack. Alright. Let's get Salamander. Alright, high tackle. Natasha does Impazuri. Samantha does Aphrodisiac Tackle. World-ending slash. Well, Natasha goes down. That's smart of Granberia. Like a son of Salamander. Granberia took no damage, of course. Alright, Granberia's in a trance. Granberia's in a trance. Let's get Natasha out, because she'll do a whole lot of damage against Granberia. Chaotic Tentacle Caress. Aphrodisiac Tentacle. She's covered in slime. Oh, Granberia is back to reality. Excuse me. All right. Red Lotus Flame Dance. Tentacle Caress. Impazuri. Aphrodisiac Tentacle. She resisted the trance. Let's see. Are any of you transfer? Use Red Lotus Slave Dance. Attack. Bubble bubble. Let's try Dark Fog on you. Melty Wash, there we go. Alright, Granberia is blinded, so maybe she won't hit so much. As I thought, he won't be defeated so easily. Oh, she goes down. That was easier than I thought. See it. Power obtained. Dragon Fane, Prism Breastplate. Doesn't matter. You certainly have skill. Her Majesty was right to judge you a threat. Gah! Did you even scratch her? Enemy combat potential remains high. Very well. I shall take this seriously. Don't force yourself, Granberia. Master, did you think I wouldn't notice the hesitation in your sword? My strength may be inferior to yours now, but that doesn't mean I've gone blind. I cannot lie to you, Master. I admit I am in doubt. As long as you're aware of it, nothing more needs to be said. You should take time to reconsider what you're fighting for. On that front, your opponents here are several steps ahead of you. They have zero doubts as to what they're fighting to protect. I promise you a rematch at the Monk Lord's castle. My sword will not waver then. Okay, I know I'll make it to the Monk Lord's castle. And I'll be waiting for you, Hero Luca. I swear, she's such an awkward child. Maybe it would have been better to strike her down while she was still unsure of herself. Next time we meet, I doubt she'll hold back her full power. So, you're fighting to stop the destruction of the world? Sounds like you could use all the help you can get. That means you're gonna join the party! I hate the heat. Stay away from me. Without further ado, I'll lend you my strength. Let's overcome this together. Alright, you'll be joining the Swingers group. It's all the four spirits now. I can finally check that one off the message from my father. This was all according to history. Next, look at from the correct history did. What did he do again? You would have headed to the Monster Lord's castle, right? We don't actually know if the Monster Lord declared war in the correct history. Based on the state of world affairs, the Monster Lord must be slain, but before that, we still have important matters to attend to in the Gold region. Further west from Lane's village, there's a Taurus drift in the desert we should investigate. We have to cross the Nightmare Wasteland to get to the desert on the western edge of the region. Apparently, that's the greatest obstacle to investigating the rift here, there. Nevertheless, we must go there. Let's get moving to Taurus! At last, we're going to go into the rift that opened in the desert western gold. What could possibly be waiting for us inside? I sense that the storeroom at the Navy headquarters has new provisions available. My sailor intuition is never wrong! Alright, let's go grab some goodies. Navy headquarters, there we go. Special Officer Luca, the Admiral has authorized me to supply you with these items. 3 boostrings, 2 panaceas, 1 prism dagger, 1 prism bow. A mysterious shell, a shine deflector, and 3 roast chicken. As well as 35,000 gold. Alright, nice, nice.